sure, yeah.
All right, but man, we'll start the podcast. We got my guy Lazy Boy on the pod.
Yeah.
How we doing, bro?
Chilling, bro. Pulled up with the homies, you know what I'm saying?
I'm in San Jose. I'm in your city, man.
Thank you for the appreciate you.
Thank you for welcoming me here, man.
Yeah.
I just moved out to the Bay too, bro.
Yeah, I didn't even know you was from Sac. We was just telling me and shit.
Yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about, but I just wanted to first just say congrats on all the, forward motion.
Yeah.
I've been seeing you drop a lot of videos. 2025 seems like you're going very hard, man.
Trying to, yeah.
Bro, because I remember seeing you on worldstar back in the day, bro. Like 2016, 2018-ish, 2019.
It was a little bit In My Hood came out 2016, I think. And then it was like right after that, I hit worldstar 2 times, like one video, then 30 days later, another one.
Nah, I definitely remember it was maybe they mentioned like a San Jose rapper or maybe the face tat or something. I clicked on it. I'm like, oh, word. And so to sit here now in 2025, it's a full circle moment. It's dope, bro.
Yeah, around that same time, DJ Akademics had posted me. He was like, hey, look at this guy's tattoo. What you guys think of it? And that shit blew up.
And this was just off the strength, or they were just...
just off the strength, just random.
Yeah.
He was like, it was just a video of me shouting my fans out or some random ass video. And then he was like, hey, this guy got an L tatted on his forehead. How you guys feel about that? And you know what's funny? He didn't tag me, right? So I DM'd him. It wasn't nothing about the tag. I said, hey, bro, I appreciate you posting me. I be watching your shit because I always watch Akademics. And because I DM'd him and told him thank you, he said, I'm going to tag you right now. So because I said thank you, he tagged me. Once he tagged me, I got like hell of my followers off of that little moment.
Oh, that's fire because,
like
sometimes...
20,000 or something. Yeah.
20,000 followers off one post?
Off of Akademics. It went hella viral.
That you didn't even pay for?
That I didn't pay for. I never paid for a post in my life. Not that there's nothing wrong with it. I just haven't.
No, yeah, because that's typically the play, right? In the industry, it's like...
If I put money into my promo, I'd probably be even bigger, but I've never put a dollar behind myself. Everything I've ever done is just natural. I just be having fun with it.
Damn, so you just woke up one day and we're on Akademics page?
Yep, literally, yeah.
And what was that like?
It was crazy to me because I had never had nothing like that happen. I just woke up and I got hella notifications. I was like, what's going on? And it was just, he reposted just my video and then it was just getting blown up. And I just got a lot of so people see that video, they don't got a clue about my music. So then they end up checking my music like, damn, you actually go hard. And that's kind of one of the doors that got open for me to get new fans.
Yeah, that's definitely how I was introduced to you, bro. So that's kind of a crazy ass story.
I've been lucky, bro. I've went viral like 5 to 7 times. I was just saying to the homie the other day, some people never go viral, but they're still successful. Those viral moments kind of lucky. But bro, the last time I went viral was the other day. We did that vlog. It went viral like on TikTok and Instagram. I was trending because that shit. Shout out TC.
Yeah, where it was like, you pressed someone or something like that?
Yeah. And it wasn't even that. Yeah, the thing that happened when they put the little trailer together, the trailer only shows certain parts, so it looked like something else. We didn't do that on purpose, you know what I mean? But when you watch the whole vlog, you can see that me and those 2 homies was cool.
Yeah, I watched it, man. Yeah. And I feel like, too, it's like you're one of those artists that you're not chasing the virality.
Hell no.
It just comes to you.
Yeah, I be telling even the homies right here behind the camera, they know like I don't chase no clout. It's always the ones that don't care, bro, that blow it the most, and it's always the ones that care about the clout that don't get it, because when you start chasing shit, you start getting out of character. Yeah,
you start losing yourself in the sauce, bro.
Yeah. When you just really do it because you just want to do it, it just comes naturally. At least that's how it's been for me, So I've been blessed with that.
Now that's respectable because I feel like too in this industry it's easy to get lost in the sauce, bro. Yeah. Especially when you're trying to maintain relevancy. That's why, bro, you've been doing this since 2016.
Yep.
So to be doing it coming up damn near on 9, 10 years.
2017, was my first. Yeah. And just hit 8 years. And I be having homies of mine all the time tell me that bro, you should do this. I still don't do the most I could. You know what I mean? I just get kind of lucky with the little things I do. It kind of works, but I could be going harder. That's what I'm trying to do this year,
Yeah, you feel like you...
if you notice, I don't really do features. There's a bunch of artists that I fuck with me. We follow each other. I could do a song with them. I just be doing my own shit. You know what I mean? I probably should start trying to do shit like that. Branch out.
Why is that, you think?
I don't know, bro. Shit, one of my favorite rappers, Lul Peep, That's like probably all the homies know that's probably who I bumped the most. He kind of does that too. I noticed. We met one time. We had a show, and our shit was turned. Our sets were turned, bro. Yeah, they got it on video too. But yeah, I was like, damn, he does that too. Like I just naturally noticed that. So I was like, shit, it's cool then. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do it. Like I didn't do it because I seen him do it, but once I seen he did it too, I was like, shit, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, because there are those like rare art. I feel like it's rare to be an artist like that, where you don't really have to be out in the mix doing interviews and stuff. Because it's really, you know, especially artists like Pete, like he's got a cult fan base.
Yeah, shout out Lul Pete. Yeah.
You know, and he just kind of focuses on the music, which I feel like is rare nowadays, bro. Because everyone's trying to go live, they're trying to go viral.
Everybody's trying to do features,
bro.
Yeah, which that's cool. Yeah, but I don't know why I always like kind of took pride in that, how I could just do songs by myself, have my own YouTube channel. You know, shout out to Thizzler though, because they're the reason like I ever even got noticed. But like yeah, I always just. I mean, I do collabs with certain people I fuck with just because that's what I want to do. But I don't never really do collabs like, oh, I have to, like, I need this for me. Like, I just always take it to the neck. And just in the studio, that's just how it comes out because we'll be in the studio, you know what I'm saying? And I'll just punch in. Next thing you know, the song's done. I'm like, all right, I guess it's a solo song, and just do it like that every time. I'm a to myself type of person too. Like. A lot of people might even think like I'm Hollywood or something. I be hearing that sometimes, like just through the grapevine. But then when people get to know me, they know, oh nah, he ain't like that. I'm just more like militant, more to myself. I'm not really friendly ass type of person, but I always show everybody respect, and I just kind of do me. And if we end up locking in past that, then that's just organic, you know.
No, yeah, you're definitely a different type of artist that I worked with. You know, from the past, because it's like
and that's also
you're checking
like,
up, you're calling, you know, you're communicating
Mm-hmm.
properly. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, my communication skills on point.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you, and I know you don't do a lot of interviews, so I'm really excited for this one. Man.
Yeah, I turned down like 90% of them. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure they're probably calling left and right.
Hell yeah, yeah. Everybody in Cali's trying to interview me, and even outside of that, yeah.
So do you feel like you've always taken the music serious?
Yeah.
Because it feels like you got a different battery in your back right now.
Yeah. I never really cared about it like all the way. Like even to this day, like it's other principles and morals that I put before the music. The music's always second. It's just I've been blessed enough to where it's been working out. But as of lately, I definitely been noticing I got like a once in a lifetime opportunity. So I've been respecting it a lot more. Like, hey, I need to go hard right now. Like, but I guess I've always somewhat taken it serious. I mean, if you spend the money to shoot videos and studio and mixing and mastering, you can't say you don't take it serious. You somewhat take it serious. You can't be like, I'm not a rapper. Like how a lot of people say, oh, I'm a gangster, I ain't a rapper. Well, you are a rapper if you're spending money on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's kind of like a cop-out sometimes to like, you know, be like, just in case my shit don't hit. It's like, man, I ain't even a real rapper, you know?
So yeah, I gotta say I took it serious always. It's just now I take it more serious, like levels to it, right?
Yeah, I feel it, man. All right, well, just starting in the beginning of your story, you're born and raised in San Jose?
Yep. A white road, in the east. Yeah.
And so I just moved to San Francisco, right? What do you think sets San Jose apart from other cities in the Bay?
It's like one major thing, or it's two major things. As far as all major cities in the Bay go, San Jose is the most Mexican. That everybody knows that. All the major big cities in the Bay, San Jose is like the Mexican one. And then also, we're a little bit of like both worlds. Like you got the, you know what I'm saying, you got the fly shit, the
like
Bay,
the player
Bay shit,
player like city vibe.
But then you also got, you know what I'm saying, the
like
you know
the colors and the gangbang aspect of the shit, right?
Yeah, a lot of the other major cities, they're also with the business, but they do it differently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the Bay Areas, like whatever you want, the Bay Areas, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like we're just the ones that do it like that. So we always kind of are separated in the Bay. I don't know, you probably noticed that.
For sure.
They always kind of separate San Jose from the Bay because it's a big Mexican culture that already makes it hella different. But it's also hella diverse though. But it's like, you know what I mean, just like a lot of cholo culture and shit like that. Like that's why I say we're the fly cholos. I'm a fly cholo because, you you know, we're a little bit of that Bay to us too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it definitely is like a unique place though.
I think out of all the Bay Area cities, like San Jose is probably a slept-on one.
Hell yeah.
Because there's great food out here. The
Hell
nightlife is pretty lit. You guys got the Sharks out here, the college out here. Like, I've had some fun-ass nights in San Jose. I'm gonna keep it real.
Bro, people come to San Ho all the time to go downtown and to, you know what I'm saying, fuck with some bitches, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot out here, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, bitches, a lot of players out here, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't from here, you'll have fun if you come out here type shit,
Okay,
you
word.
know? Yeah. But what your question was, what separates it?
Well, just like what's some major differences, if there are? Like, obviously we're all Northern California.
yeah.
We're all like you're the Bay.
It's a big Mexican culture that kind of separates it, and shit, that might be like the main thing, honestly, because that changes it a lot. It makes it like a different vibe, but it is diverse at the same time.
Growing up, would you travel to different cities in the Bay?
Never. I'd never even left the East Side growing up, cause like, how do I break it to you? Like the East Side, bro, is like its own city. It's like the biggest side. All the sides are big, but the East Side is a little bit bigger miles wise. It's like, you've been to Fresno.
Yeah.
The East Side's a little bit bigger than Fresno, a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Like all of Fresno?
All of Fresno.
Oh, wow.
Just the East Side. So that's kind of helps you
Yeah.
realize how big. That's just the East. So my point in saying that is we have a mall on every side. Well, the Great Mall technically ain't San Ho, but it's right on the border. That's in the north. But we got, you know, Eastridge Mall, Oak Ridge Mall in the south, Eastridge in the east, Valley Fair in the west, and then Great Mall right when you get off the north. So like, in the east, you have everything you need. You don't really gotta leave with all the food spots, everything you can need. And so I never really left like that, bro. I never really knew people on the other sides until later on. Like, I ain't gonna lie, social media and getting locked up is like the two reasons I got to meet people outside.
Oh, word.
You know, yeah.
Outside of the city or outside
Yeah,
of
because
the
in
East?
San Ho, people are real proud of like their neighborhoods and like our communities. So a lot of times, like, our whole lives were just in there, you know, type shit. You know, I was raised at my grandma's house. You know what I mean? So you know, my house was always like the kicking spot. That's the turn spot. Like growing up, you know. So everybody knows my grandma, my grandparents. You know, rest in peace, my grandpa. Everybody knows my grandparents and my pops and my siblings, because our spot was the kicking spot.
Okay, so yeah, speaking on that, like your childhood, you grew up with siblings?
Yep. I'm one of 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big family.
Yeah. We got a big family. Like, whenever we have like family, you know, holidays, birthdays, functions. All that functions. Yeah. I got a lot of cousins. It's funny because a lot of my family ain't from San Ho. A lot of them were like the ones that are like, you know, I got family in all the 209, Modesto, Stockton,
Oh, word.
Sacramento. A lot of my uncles from Frisco. My grandma and my grandpa is born and raised in Frisco.
Oh,
they moved to San Ho when my grandma was pregnant with my dad. So she bought that house in the hood, and she had that house for like 50 years, you know? So what's it called? So yeah, we got a big family scattered throughout Northern Cali.
No, that's hard.
Not just the Bay. Yeah.
That's hard. So are you like the youngest, oldest? You're in the
I'm
middle?
in the middle.
You're in the middle.
Yeah,
I'm a middle child too, man.
Yeah, I'm in the middle, yeah. Yep, the oldest is my older sister, and then the youngest is my baby sister. Yeah.
So
me and my brother in the middle.
They say the middle childs are the ones who like the most level-headed, because we kind of had to, you know, share our shit. We weren't like the youngest who gets away with hella shit, but we weren't like the oldest who got like real strict. Yeah. How was it for you as a middle child? Were you tight with your siblings?
Yeah. Me and my brother were like this. That's like the closest person to me. Everybody knows that. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're all tight. You know, we all kind of like we weren't always in the same house. We were at times, but like one of my sisters, we got different moms. One of my sisters, we got different dads. So they might be with us these years and they might go there. But me and my brother were always together. We never ever separated since the day he was born. We always had bunk beds, sharing the room. Shit, but a big portion of my life, I lived in a garage with 2 people. So we shared a garage. That was my room for years.
Damn.
Me, my dad, and my brother, we shared a garage for hella years. you know. So coming from, you know, just sleeping on the blow up mattress type
sure.
shit, and then you know, that was like, I didn't look at it bad. I was like, it was normal. Like, okay, cool. Like, you know, we're just in the garage. And then, you know what I mean, end up, you know, moving up a little bit in the world and shit. You know what I mean, now I got my shit going. You know, my brother got his shit going. You know, but yeah, we were always close. Oh, but what you asked about being the level-headed, I don't know. I feel like my brother was always more level-headed than me. My little brother, I was kind of like the one like acting up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know. I didn't really feel like the level-headed part. You know what I mean? For me at least, yeah.
Damn, so you know they say like the Mexican households kind of stick together, and there's like the whole, you got the aunts, grandparents, parents, siblings.
That describes
it was
my
like
house.
That. It was like that.
So we got a 3-bedroom house, and at all times it's at least 11 to like 13 people living in it, plus a couple dogs and shit. You know, I ain't gonna lie. If you from the east, you probably feel me, or just in San Ho, like every house is hella overpopulated. You know what I'm saying? If you pulled up to my crib in the hood, like there's nowhere to park. It's hella cars. You know what I'm saying? But you'll think people are visiting, but that's just how it looks every day. That's who lives there. So we always had uncles living in our house, a cousin or two. And then, you know, one of my sisters might be like, hey, I'm moving back. She might come back. Like we always, I grew up in a house with my dad, my grandparents, and my grandma's dad. So I had my great grandparents, my top, I had him living there too.
Hey,
so
but like that's kind of a vibe though, cause like, bro,
when you're
it's
a kid,
never
it's
dull.
fun.
Yeah,
When you're a
it's
kid,
never
it's
quiet.
fun. Yeah, that's why now I always loved that growing up, but now I appreciate like when it's just I get some
quiet
peace.
time.
But as a kid though, it's hella fun. Always having cousins in the house and hella extra family members. It makes it way more fun. Yeah.
And then like, what was the music they were playing in the household, bro?
Hella oldies,
Like some bass shit or like some
hell yeah. Hell yeah. So my pops, he's always bumping E40, Mac Dre, Too Short. Those like the main ones. So I always gravitated towards Mac Dre the most out of those three, but I fuck with them all. Like if I hear that old school Too Short song, Getting It, I don't know if that's the album name or the song name, but the main song on that one, when I hear that, it makes me feel,
Takes you back.
Takes me back to my pops when I was like, you know what I'm saying, a little toddler. I remember that. So yeah, I was gonna say some. And then oldies. They would always bump oldies, especially like on weekends. I wake up, my grandma's like cleaning the house. She got the music blasting. My dad got the music blasting, and so I know like every single oldie song ever made. But I just don't really slap it that much. But I fuck with it and I salute it and respect it. But I just don't bump oldies. But I know all the songs though, and I fuck with them though. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised we haven't got the flip yet. The oldies flip.
I'm not really. I like doing the samples and shit. But I probably don't go that far back. I did that No Scrubs sample.
Yeah.
Like that the R&B samples, I love those ones. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a couple more. Yeah.
Oh, that's fire. So like, as a child, how were you in school?
I was pretty good until like 11. When my mom and dad got divorced. Excuse me. They got divorced, and little by little, I start acting out. I start chilling with a whole different crowd. Start chilling with a lot of the older guys, and just wanting to be like, cause once they divorced, I felt like the little like emptiness in the home. It changed. You know what I'm saying? The vibe changed. So what's it called? I ended up going with my dad. You know, he took me.
Full custody?
They didn't really have to do that. They were all cool, but they kind of first I was with my mom for a little bit. That wasn't working because I was too out of control. Then I went with my dad. He kind of put his foot down on me. And, you know, but I ended up staying with him. Me and my brother went with him, and what's it called? But yeah, like I was good until around that age, and then my grades start dropping. I start like going outside more and kind of getting in a little trouble here and there. You know what I mean? I ended up getting caught with like I had a pack on me. Shit, it's old shit, so I'll say so. I had came up on a like a little like flat screen, and you know what I'm saying, video games and shit. I was a little ass kid. I didn't know what I was doing. They're shooting dice one day, and one of the guys had hella tree on him, and it probably wasn't that good of a deal, but to me, I thought it was. So he gave me like a pack for all the shit I took. He probably won on that one, you feel me? But so next thing you know,
How old were you though? You were young?
like 12.
What
So
the
next
hell?
thing you know, I get caught with that pack at school the next day. Oh no, actually my bad. I didn't get caught at school. You know when you walk by somebody and they get a whiff of you?
Yeah.
I walked by my mom.
Damn, I'd rather damn near get caught by the police than mom at the time. What the
And
hell?
then she just snatched me. I remember she just snatched my bag and just pulled me in, slapped the fuck out of me. And I remember I got.
I don't mean to laugh. That's not funny, but damn, bro.
Yeah, she slapped the fuck out of me, and then
Got sent to
she
your
was
dad's
pissed.
house?
Yep,
Fuck.
yep. That was what it was. I ain't even had that weed for like 24 hours, and then she took it. She flushed it all, and then but see, my dad, his work hours were always like pretty hectic. So he would be at work all the time. And sometimes he had to go to work for like a week at a time.
Oh, so
So
you were
that
just...
left me open to, even though my dad's strict, everybody knows I always had a good ass dad. I said that, I think in the Vlad interview, I'm the homie in the hood that like I got a good like father around. A lot of homies don't got that. So I was always a little, you know what I'm saying, sharp, you know what I'm saying? So
He put you on a lot of game.
Yeah. Just overall, just like my morals and shit. A lot of them, everything is because of him, shit. Yeah, he would have to go to work for stretches at a time. That's when I was taking advantage and acting up, you know? So that's really how it started. My grandma, she always like wanted me to do good, but she knew like I'm gonna do what I want. If my dad ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he's at work or something, I'm gonna do what I want. So she just be like, like, you know what I mean?
So when you left, when mom sent you to Pop's house, right? Did you still talk to moms after that?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
word. So
yeah,
you
we
guys still
talk
had
all
a
the time.
good relationship with her?
Yeah, I talk to my mom all the time, yeah.
And what was Pop's reaction after you getting caught up with the pack?
He was hella disappointed in me. He after that, he was like on my ass, like always looking at my grades, everything. I started chilling with the homies. He wasn't feeling that. Well, he was never against it, but he wasn't feeling the types of things I was involved in. You know what I mean? My family don't judge, bro. Like you could walk in my grandma's house. My grandma isn't a chola type of lady, but she grew up around that shit, so she's fully comfortable with it. But she's always been a good woman, you know? So you could walk in my grandma's crib, bro. You can have tats all over your whole head, your whole face. She gonna treat you like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's before I had tattoos. Like, she's always been like that. She never judged nobody, always opens her door to everybody. When she makes dinner, she makes enough dinner for like 15, 20 people just because she knows like, oh, the homies might come over.
That's the culture though. It's like you pull up to grandma's house.
She don't make no little dinners.
If you say no to food, then that's where it's disrespectful. It's like,
almost
bro,
an insult. You
gotta take a plate from grandma or from mom.
Yeah, and where was I? You were saying how was it once I went back?
Well, yeah, when like the transition from.
So yeah, he just started being on my ass and start being strict, and you know, there was times I ran away and shit.
Damn.
But every time I ran away, the homies would always, after a few days, they'd be like, hey, bro, you need to go back home, bro, because your pop's starting to call us and he's tripping.
Yeah.
So I would respect that eventually and then go back home and shit. Yeah.
So, I mean, did you graduate high school?
No.
You dropped out?
Yeah, I guess I did. I got kicked out of, I went to 4. I got kicked out of every one for fighting.
Back to back?
Catching fights back to back. What's it called? Most of them, I would get kicked out like a couple weeks later because they would found out I fought. You feel me? So the only reason I stopped going to school was because the last school they sent me to, it was on the other side of the east. But like, if you're from a little town, bro, that'd be considered like driving 2 towns over. You feel me?
Yeah.
It was hella far. I had to wake up hella extra early, catch extra buses, and I never told my family I stopped going. I just started acting like I was going to school in the morning, and I just go kick it with the homies in the hood type shit.
What?
All the older homies, you know what I'm saying, that just at the crib or something, I just pull up to their crib every day. Every day was like a new thing. Like, I'd be like, all right, where am I going today? Like, and I'll just figure it out.
And what year in high school was this?
This was the beginning of senior year.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you were almost there.
I was almost there. I went all the way to senior. Yep. But the last 2 schools I went to were continuation.
Okay. Word.
That's when you get in trouble.
Yeah.
You go to continuation school, it's like a whole different vibe.
It's like
it's a lot smaller because they're more on you. It's not like a regular high school. It's hella big. The continuation ones is small. It's like 1 or 2 buildings.
hella packet work and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Hella packet work, and also the days are shorter. When you go to a regular day of school, I think it's like 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
When you go to continuation, it's 4 hours. So yeah.
So when did your your parents had to have figured it out eventually, right?
Yeah. Eventually they figured it out, and by that time, it was kind of like already too late. Obviously, they told me, "Hey, nah, you need to figure that out and get that done." But shit happens, and it just kind of gets swept under the rug a little bit. Yeah. Next thing you know, I'm already doing my own thing, already turning into an adult. You know what I'm saying? Caught a couple of felonies and shit, and then I had more important shit to worry about than school, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, it was just school was just always changing for me, always having to go to different schools because getting expelled and shit. Yeah, but I was always a quiet kid in school though. Like I was never no loud person, even to this day. I was always like never no class clown or nothing. Always just kind of in the back in the cutties chilling, and everybody just knew like I stood on business when it comes down to it. But I'm not no show off or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I stay quiet. That's kind of how I am in the industry, kind of, if you think about it, like, it's like those characteristics. That's why I just kind of do my thing, and I fuck with who I fuck with and just kind of make my music, and, you know what I'm saying, I just incorporate that accidentally. It's just natural,
Would you say you were like a younger one with the older homies?
Yep. Hell yeah, for sure. Yeah, like, like, there's circles within circles. You know what I'm saying? That's what my big homie always taught me and shit. And you got your big circle, that's everybody. And you got your smaller circle, maybe neighborhood. You got your smaller ones, like your best friends. You know what I'm saying? So even my small circle, everybody was always a little bit older to where they were more gamed up, and I looked up to them. You know what I'm saying? I never looked up to like no athletes or no rappers. I always looked up to just like the ones that were respected outside. The ones touching some chicken, whatever. You know what I mean? I looked up to like the people I seen in real life, not like people on TV or nothing like that. So yeah. I always had a lot more game than like when I was growing up. I always had a lot more game than like a typical person that was my same age, because I grew up around a lot of older homies and shit.
Yeah, you feel like
my pops.
You feel like you had to grow up fast?
Hell yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like I remember being a little kid, especially you got sisters, you gonna have to fight. You feel me? Like,
I got a little sister.
Yeah. So shit.
So what, you beating up your sister's boyfriends and
Nah,
shit?
never like that. My sisters never had like hella guys around like that. My family is a family where if you're a girl, you ain't just gonna bring your boyfriend over. You really gonna have to ask and get blessings, because you know how it could go. So never because of that, but somebody might disrespect them, or somebody disrespect one of my cousins or something. My pops would always like tell me like, hey, you need to catch that fade, you need to run that. You know what I'm saying? We be in traffic, see somebody at a crosswalk, you might see him at the Safeway. Like, he just always told me you gotta be a man about it, get it in, no matter who it is, win, lose, or draw, So I really grew up like that ever since I was 10, like catching fades, like, you know what I'm saying? And, he always like just stood on certain principles that I take with me to right now. You know what I'm saying? It's all respect. You know what I mean? It's all respect until it ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I mean, shit, as a 10-year-old getting put onto these ways, were you ever nervous, or did you ever have to like overcome some fear?
Hell yeah.
Because that sounds kind of scary.
Always
I'm 10
nervous.
years old, you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, that wasn't a time when he told me. That was just like my first fight. I was 10. It was just some little kid shit. There was this bully, like in the neighborhood, and he would always kind of like walk by and like bump motherfuckers and shit like that. And I remember one day I just wasn't having it, and I was like, man, he better not walk up to me. And he did, and I didn't even let him bump me. As soon as he did, like my pops always said, hey, just take off. Like even the times I've been jumped, they all know I crack them first. You know what I'm saying? Every time. So my pops always told me if you're about to get jumped, just take one of them with you. So, but that's just, a little fun shit outside. But yeah, being nervous is a big thing. But as time goes on, just like anything else, even when it comes to performing a show or something, like I still get nervous doing shows. Okay. I'm always nervous in the car. And then when we get there, I'm a little nervous. And then when I start performing, it all goes away.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's how I am sometimes with interviews, for sure, where I just be like, I get anxious. But I feel like those jitters are good, though, because they take you out your comfort level and you just get better. You know what I'm saying?
And they kind of make you, like, focus up.
Yeah. Because eventually, it's just going to get easier the more.
Yeah, when I did No Jumper, that was probably, like, the most nervous I've been, like, as far as the industry music. I hadn't slept. We drove there. I only was on 2 hours of sleep. LA's a far drive from here.
For sure.
Like, what, 6 hours or something?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and that was my first time in LA. I think when I was a little baby, my family took me to Disneyland, but I don't even remember that shit. I was probably like 2 or something. But yeah, my first time, like, actually remembering was No Jumper. And I wasn't nervous about being in LA. I was just nervous about doing No Jumper because I really always watched them. I always watched Vlad, No Jumper. You know what I mean? Academics, Say Cheese. So when you're finally there, like, oh shit, I used to watch them like a long time ago, years ago.
It looks so much different when you're in person.
When you get there,
on camera,
it looks way different.
You gotta check it, all that, and the lights too, bro. No, I definitely know the feeling, bro.
And then you see all these cameras like right here. You know what I mean? That's like how their shit looks, and then not only that, when you're doing the No Jumper interview, you got a guy walking back and forth snapping pictures, so you're like trying to act like he's not there, but like you're like, all right, do I look good in the pics? Like, you know what I'm saying? You're worried about a bunch of things.
No, definitely. Okay, so like where does the music come into this story, bro? Like how old, like where were you when you first started making music?
Shit, I remember I would always hear songs like on the radio or my pops bumping them, and I would like try to memorize the songs, and then as time went on, I would try to like put my own little bars in little parts of the song.
Yeah.
Like maybe the guy says his name, so I say my name instead. Little by little, I start building that up. And then one day, bro, I was in the hood and I was on the balcony. And I've only lived in 2 places in the hood, right? That's always where I lived. Either on this side of the hood or that side, right? So I was on, one's a house, my grandma's house that she's owned for 50-some years, and then the apartments, right? So I was in the apartments, we're on the 2nd floor, I'm on the balcony. Some guy walks by and he goes, hey, you guys do music? I don't know why he asked us that, right? It was a random question. And I really hadn't ever done music, but I wanted to rap, so I said, yeah, I do music, but I really didn't, And he goes, well, I got a studio, and it was in the apartments. So I actually went, bro, and I made 2 songs, and I don't know what happened.
That same day?
No,
Okay,
same week, though.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. I never got those songs ever, so I never got to hear them. I don't know what happened, bro. We ended up moving back to my grandma's or something. I lost touch with him.
I was like, bro didn't scam you, right?
Yeah,
nah. He charged you for the studio sets?
He ain't even charged me because we were neighbors, so he just did it for free.
Damn. So wait, do you remember like the first time like hearing your voice on the mic?
Yeah,
because I feel like that's an important ass part of someone's journey.
I remember I was feeling myself when I first ever heard my voice on the mic. That shit like turned me up inside, and I really wanted to keep hearing myself, Yeah. And that was a moment. You're right. That was a moment when I heard myself play back on that speaker. Yeah, hell yeah.
And no, because I definitely went back and listened to some of your old stuff, and your sound has definitely grown a lot.
My sound's grown, man.
Even the delivery,
even my voice changed.
Yeah.
Like the actual pitch of my voice, it was a little more high pitched back then.
Yeah.
My delivery, and I always punch everything in. Like most times when we get to the studio, I never heard the song till I get there, until I'm in the booth, and then I just do a couple bars at a time, and that's just how I've always done it.
So how long does it take you to make a song?
It depends on the type of day. Shout out Cinco behind the camera. I just went to do something for him the other day. Like walk in there, just did a verse, like 15 minutes or something. But you might catch me on a day where I'm just like, sometimes I'll go in the booth and then I just want to walk out and go chop it up with the homies, fuck around, whatever. maybe eat a snack or something, go back in like 30 minutes, an hour later. So it's never like I'm trying to rush it, but a lot of times it's really quick though, really quick.
Yeah, because music's one of those things where like it's really creating off a feeling.
I
So
ain't
if you
forcing
can't
it.
feel it, bro, what are we doing, man?
Yeah, I'll never force it. Shit, when me and Fangus do sessions, I always tell him, and he's on the same shit. Like, hey, bro, we gonna link in the studio, and just whatever happens, happens. Sometimes we link, bro. We don't record nothing, cause I just don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like going to a studio where I'm on the clock, cause then you got the engineer staring at you like, what's up, you ready? I like going in where I'm just coming to pull up, and if I feel like recording, I'll record, and that's like when I make my best music.
Yeah. So how long did it take you to get some sort of notoriety in the game? Like how long are you making music from when you first start to say that first worldstar
Okay,
video?
so I started hitting the studio, and then rest in peace, Cuzzo, also known as Cuddy Banks, and shout out Monk, he's right here too. I think I was everybody was saying, hey bro, you need to know Monk. He fucks with Thizzler and shit like that. I was like, okay, cool. So I started hitting Monk up. Now Monk went to school with my older homies from the hood. I didn't know that at all. I didn't know he was connected in any type of way. So one day, I was like tapping in with Monk. He would respond to me. I kept trying to link, but it just wouldn't happen. And then I talked to one of the homies in the pen. He's like, hey, you know who Monk is? I was like, that's crazy. I was just trying to get in touch with him. He's all, oh, for real? I'm gonna call him right now. And I was like, damn, Monk knows the homies like that? Cause this is a homie, it's my older homie. He been down for like 10 plus. You feel me? So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to homie Flox, you feel me? That's who tapped in with Monk. And next thing you know, Monk goes, oh, you didn't tell me you was from Whoopty Whoop. You feel me? Oh, we tied in. Cause Monk went to school with all them.
Okay,
you know? So he grew up with them. So it was like automatic on the connection, like some real ties. And then one day, I still hadn't met Monk yet. And one day, Cuddy Banks is like, hey, they're doing this music video. And Monk's gonna be there. Let's go. I'll introduce you. So we met at a random music video. I didn't know anybody there. We just pulled up and we tied in. And then, so your question was, how much did I drop before I got
Or
notoriety?
like how long did it take?
So I was sending Monk songs. He probably dropped a few on Thizzler. I'm not sure how long it took before In My Hood came out, but it wasn't long though. In My Hood is my first video where it's my song. I own the song. I think I did one or two where I'm a feature, but it was my first song that I shot a video to, ever.
Damn.
And then I just got lucky, bro. It was just that timing. Just the game didn't have that at the moment. So when I filled in that empty space, and it was like that breath of fresh air, you feel me?
Hell yeah. So out the gate, you're getting your videos posted on Thizzler?
Out the gate.
That's hard.
And you know, I ain't trying to put no business on blast, but I'll just say they always show love. It was always on the love, you feel me?
Yeah,
like
that Akademics post.
Yeah, I've never paid for nothing, but there's nothing wrong with paying for it though, because if you're a real hustler, you're gonna do what you gotta do. But I just was fortunate enough to where I never had to, because Monk kind of spoke good about me, and they were like, all right, we're gonna give him a chance. And then I dropped, and that shit went up, and everything started changing after I dropped that song. I remember we got this thing in San Ho called Boulevard Nights. It's like a thing where people go outside, and it's like a function. It might start in a parking lot, hella deep, and then people come from out of town to come to it. And then they get all the old schools, they might go drive downtown. Like, it just goes throughout the city for the whole night. And I go to that, and In My Hood had been out for like half a year or something, right? And all of a sudden, I remember this, some girl comes up. She goes, oh, you lazy boy, can I take a picture with you? And then the whole night, bro, was just everybody coming up to me. I had never felt that before. And I took hella pictures with people that night, talked to hella people. And that was really what made me believe in myself, like the support. It wasn't the views or nothing. Because you could have some views on some shit, right? Like, for example, like on Instagram, right? You might have somebody who's hella popping on Instagram, but in real life, don't nobody know them. You feel me? Not everybody, I'm saying it's a lot. You know, maybe like an Instagram model or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you're not going to be like, oh, you're that person on Instagram. Like, but with the music, when you get that music popping, like, people will recognize you because it's music. It's something a little deeper. It's not just like pictures or something that you're getting followers off of. So everybody started coming up to me, and I was like, damn, this shit's real. Like they're fucking with me, and ever since then, bro, it just started getting bigger. There was times where I stopped, like just dealing with real life shit, and then I pick it back up. It was always the supporters that got me back in it though. I'll run into somebody, hey, what's up? Oh, Lazy Boy, when's that thing dropping? When's the next thing dropping? I'm like, damn, like if I stop, I'm gonna look hella dumb. You feel me? Like, so they would always get me back in the mood, and lately I just been like more into it, more motivated because it's more realer now, you know?
Hell yeah, man. I mean, it's definitely a different feeling when you have that, you know, face-to-face interaction, bro. Because, yeah, we see comments, we see likes, we see reposts and shit, but once you have that real fan interaction, it hits way different,
It's way different.
It puts it in perspective. I'm like, okay, there's actually real people buying these views.
Yeah.
You know?
And then I got booked for my first show. I used to sell tickets to get to perform. And then In My Hood came out, and then next thing, I used to always hit the promoter, hey, I see you got that show, can I sell some tickets? And then one day they hit me, like they called me this time, it's not me calling them. They're like, hey, we got this show coming up, you want to do it? But In My Hood was already like going up, right? It had 1 million views, whatever. And I was like, okay, but I think now, they were like, you don't got to sell tickets this time, you could just perform. So I was like, okay, I fuck with that. I was like, but honestly, bro, like, since you're calling me, I think like maybe you should just throw me a little something. And they threw me $250, you know? And that to me, that meant more than, like the other day I got booked for a show for 6 bands. I got booked for 2 shows, $5,500 for one, 6 bands for the other. But the $250 meant more than the 6 bands. Cause the $250 was like what let me know like I could do it. You know what I'm saying? So that meant more than any big payment I've got. That was like, you know what I mean? Just like getting paid for my first feature, that meant more than getting the big bucks on the later ones. No, those ones mean more, you know?
I definitely feel that, bro, because like I started out shooting music videos. I was doing, my first one was $80. And that first one I got paid for it. It's just like, all right, man, if I could make, even if it's $80, that means I could take it.
Do that shit hella times, yeah.
Hell yeah, I've done big productions too, and I'm just like, damn, that's actually super valid. Where it's like, that first time you really get paid for your craft,
and it clicks. You're like, damn, I could really go hard with this and maybe be something.
No,
you know? And it's funny because when I first jumped in this shit, in this rap shit, I thought it was gonna be easier than it was. I came in like a little cocky. Like, not cocky, but I came in hella confident, you feel me?
Yeah.
And that overconfidence, it kind of was a blessing in disguise because if I would have known how hard it really is, I might have not did it. If I would have known how hard it really is to become a star in this shit, it's hella hard. Like, you could know people, that shit ain't enough. Like, them stars gotta line up for you. And I'm glad I didn't know that because that might have discouraged me, and I would have been like, oh, that's impossible. But cause like I said, going viral, I've been viral a handful of times. Viral is lucky, bro. It's not nothing to do with skill. It's not nothing to do with talent or work ethic. You could literally never have made a song a day in your life and go viral the first time you rap.
Yeah.
Or you could have been working for 10 years and go viral 10 years later. It's luck. You know what I'm saying? So if I would have known how hard it was, I probably wouldn't have did it. I thought it was gonna be easier. I just got lucky and things went my way. And I just been keeping it going.
Yeah, I think too, like one of the hardest parts too is like the consistency of things too, because it's like once you kind of get that motion, that one time, it's like, oh, you feeling high, you feeling good, and then it's like no one really thinks about what's the follow-up.
Yeah.
How am I gonna keep going? How am I gonna repeat this? You know?
That's crazy you say that because it just reminded me like there's been moments I've had that are like big moments, right? And you're juiced about it, and then a couple weeks goes by, people forget about that viral shit, bro. And I'm like, damn, what am I gonna do next? You ain't got nothing to do. And sometimes you start being like, damn, my shit kind of going down now.
Yeah, man.
Even if it ain't, maybe you feel like that, right?
For sure.
And it taught me like, man, every big moment I have, that's all it is. It's just one moment. It doesn't mean I'm good, I'm sad. It don't mean none of that. So like, even after getting hella lucky and going viral, that only lasts so long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to follow through. You know?
No, that's real.
Even like when I went to No Jumper, by that time I already knew like, hey, this is just another moment. I gotta keep that shit going.
Yeah.
So I've been like going up because it's hella people that do No Jumper interviews, bro. Most of them
all the time.
It doesn't mean they're just gonna blow out there. Like because I was from Northern Cali and I'm Mexican, like that shit already was going viral before the interview dropped.
Yeah.
Just the picture we took, all the blog sites were talking about it, everybody. So I was like, okay, this is gonna go up when it comes out. I need to follow through. I start getting these videos done and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you ever think about or are concerned about like the reason why people potentially click on it sometimes? Like you think about like, you know,
No.
the beef or stuff like that?
Yeah. I don't never care about why they click, because I always feel like most people in the world are gonna like my music. Like I'm confident in that. So even if you click because it's funny to you or you want to laugh at some beef or something, if you really like go tune in to the projects and to the singles, you're usually gonna think I make good music. So whatever gets you to open that door, that's cool. But once you walk in, you're gonna want to stay a lot of times. So yeah, I don't care if they click for the beef, if they click for the positive shit, the negative shit. Either way, you come into the music. You feel me? And then also, it's not just me, it's bigger than me. There's a lot of homies putting on. And a lot of them are like my personal friends, you feel me, that I want to see win. So every time I win, it's like they win a little bit too. They get a little win too. Because every time I do some big shit, the lens goes into my region, into Northern Cali, Bay Area, whatever, all Northern Cali, you know? So yeah, it's bigger than just me. It's like, shit, click. It don't matter the reason you click. You're gonna see all of us. Yeah. You know, that's how I look at it. You
know, going back to the music, you had a song with Juneonnabeat at the time. What I wanted to ask.
In my hood.
Okay, that was a Juneonnabeat. That was a Juneonnabeat beat.
Yep.
How did that come about?
So,
because at the time, man, you get a Juneonnabeat beat, like that shit kind of crazy.
Yeah. So one day I go to the casino. I got like 200 on me, like 2 blues. That's all I brought. I ended up hitting for like 8 bands on the machine. It's the biggest I ever hit at the casino on the slot machine, not even on the tables. And I hit for 8 bands, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a rapper. I'm about to pay for some shit. So I guess that's the one thing I ever paid for. So I take that back. I said I never paid for no promo or beats or nothing. I did. This is the one day I ever paid, and the last time. So my homies go, hey, hit up Mozzie or Whoopty Whoop. That was the names they said. They said a couple others I can't remember. They're like, get a verse from them. But I don't know why. I just thought I was dope enough. I was like, nah, I'm gonna be the rapper because I want to show them a full body of work. I want to do a whole song. I don't just want them to hear a verse from me. I want to show them I can make a whole song. I was like, but I'm gonna get a poppin' producer. And June was like the biggest thing in Cali at that time. For sure. He was like the DJ Mustard of Northern Cali. I mean, he still does his thing. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? At that time,
the spotlight was on them, man, for sure. That was the movement.
Production, it was all June. Like nobody else even really competed with him. So I hit up June. I didn't know him. He didn't know me. He didn't know who I was. Nobody did. And I go, hey, what's good, bro? I'm Lazy Boy. I'm from San Juan. I'm trying to get a beat. And I could tell he probably has a lot of people tapping on some bullshit. And he was like, hey, bro, my beats is 300, 400, whatever he said. So I could tell he's used to people just stopping the DM after that. I was like, it's good. How do I send the money? And he's like, can you go to my bank right now and drop it in? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, just throw me 500 and just get 2 beats. So I threw him the 500 right away. I picked 2 beats out. In My Hood was one of them. The other one I never did no video or nothing like that. I think I recorded it. Oh yeah, I did record it with rest in peace Cuddy Banks. It's called On My Soul. Okay. We were supposed to do the video, just never got to it. But anyways, so after that song drops, he immediately DMs me because he sees it's getting traction. Yeah. He just puts hella fire emojis like, hey bro, you killed that. Like I could tell he wasn't expecting that because nobody really heard me rap yet. You just seen what I look like. Yeah. Probably thought I was on some other shit. Like I ain't really had the little melodies and deliveries I got. And then I was like, hey bro, I said, hey bro, can I shoot you a few dollars to post my shit? And that was the one time I ever paid anybody for a post. Or for a beat or anything.
Man, that's a crazy ass story though. Yeah. You hit off the casino, we're like, hey, I'm a cop. And it's like, you looking at it, bro, you make A-Rags, you went A-Rags.
I looked at it like it was really 500 free.
Shit, really? It's like, free. What, for 2 beats, 250 for a Juneonnabeat?
Yeah, so then I hit up rest in peace King Louis, the director.
Okay.
I got him through AWAX. Shout out AWAX. That was his director. That was the first director I ever met. Yeah, rest in peace, King Louis. I didn't know him either. And I was like, hey, how much for a video? I think it was like another like 500 or something, you know? And then I go to the engineer. I never met the engineer either. All these people I just met, bro. I didn't know no engineers, no beat makers, no cameramen. I go to the studio. One of the homies from the hood was like, hey, this guy has a studio, pull to his crib. I pull up, we in the garage, I make it in my hood real quick. And then I paid him to record me and to mix me, to mix my song. And then, yeah, bro.
Wow.
And then I think I told Monk, because we had just dropped a couple songs, I was like, hey, bro, I got this song called In My Hood. I'm gonna shoot the video though. So I think I sent Monk the audio and Thizzler dropped the audio right away. And then we made a cover for it. And then I did the video right away, turned the video in, and then that's how it all started.
Bro, do you ever think about how kind of those little moments turned into some big ass
Yeah,
outcomes?
because if I would have never went to the casino, bro, I promise you, I would not have like.
No, that's
that.
honestly crazy, bro.
And I looked at it like, if I lose, fuck it, this money's free. You know what I'm saying? I made that money in like an hour and a half, just max betting on the machine, max bet.
Bro, walking in with 2 blue strips though too is like
200.
That's not a lot to bet if we really look at it.
Yeah.
Come up and then invest in yourself, and it
and
launches your whole damn near rap career in a sense.
And a lot of people don't even know that story.
No, that's a crazy story.
I don't think I said that in any interview.
I didn't.
You're the first one to hear that.
That's
I think,
amazing,
I'm pretty
man.
Sure. Yeah. So I hit the jackpot, 8,000. Motherfuckers start
Multiple
ringing.
times though. You dig what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Like you hit the jackpot on that, and then you hit the jackpot again on the music, bro.
Yep.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah,
That's sick.
That shit crazy how it happened, bro. I was like, damn, shit meant to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, really, like some manifestations, some destiny stuff.
Hey, when I first met Monk, he might not remember this. I was like, hey, bro, I'm about to be the biggest thing out here. I was hella cocky and shit. I'm about to be the biggest thing out here, bro. I'm about to have 1 million views, all that shit, right? Monk goes, well, let's just try to get like 50,000 for now. And he goes, let's just try to get known in the East Side first. I was like, nah, I'm about to be the biggest thing stepping out here, you feel me? And like I said, I didn't realize how hard it was. I just came in overconfident. My pops is always what made me confident because he always told me I could rap, I could do it. My pops like, yeah, you could do that shit. You could be big. Like my pops never turned my dreams down. So when you got a parent that gives you extra confidence, you become overconfident. But that's what you need, because if I would have, like I said, if I wouldn't have had all that little cocky shit to me, I might have been like, this shit's too hard, I ain't gonna do it. But when my dad telling me, you could do it, but you gotta really do it, don't half-ass it. That's what he told me. You could be a star, whoop-de-whoop. And I just believed him so much. You know what I mean? When my pops tells me something, I believe him. Ever since I was a kid, I trust him 100%.
Man, that's
so
incredible.
he made me feel like I could really be something. I 100% believed it. I had no doubt once my dad told me.
Yeah.
Before he told me, there was doubts. When he told me, I was like, oh shit, if he says I can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially because he was kind of strict on me growing up. So if he believed in something, he'll tell me. If he thinks it's a bad idea, he'll tell me, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean? So when he told me, yeah, do that. I think a lot of people might have parents that are like, I don't know about that music thing. You need to go get a job.
You. Yeah, do something serious with your life or something like that. Nah, that actually goes a long way, man. So if you guys are watching this and you guys got some kids, man, give them that unconditional support.
For sure. That shit makes a difference, bro.
Nah, real shit. Okay, going to the music, you mentioned Thizzler a lot. I want to talk about the cypher. How did you feel about them like censoring all this shit? Because I looked at it, I'm like, I don't know if a platform should kind of be censoring in the art like that.
So I got 2 ways of looking at it. One, I hella respect Thizzler. They done a lot for me. Shout out M-Dub, shout out Matt. Mm-hmm. He's always supported me. I look at it like I understand you guys don't want to encourage the beef and kind of try to profit off the beef. So I respect it in that way. But another thing is like, they had old boy on the cypher too. So it's like either be all for it or be all against it. Cause if you censor my words, but you have him rapping on the same cypher, it's kind of like, which one is it? Yeah. And I don't think they meant it like that. It was probably just some West Coast Cali shit. But
I see what they were trying to do. They were trying to just keep it peaceful and stuff.
Yeah, and I knew he was gonna be on it. Him and there was a couple of them from over there, and And you know what's funny is I was on that tip at that moment. I had just made Bluebird. I'm pretty sure Bluebird just came out, or I think so. And I was on that shit. Like, I was like, I'm just gonna say whatever comes to mind. And you know, I got my shit ready right before. And it's funny because I went and rapped my shit. I didn't mess up not one lyric. I did it in one take. Uh, a lot of the other people got to do multiple takes.
In the cypher.
Yeah, in the cypher.
Because they want you to spit it all the way through,
I
right?
actually did rap it a second time, but that's only because the guy after me was like, hey, can I redo mine? And they're like, well, Lazy, since he's gonna redo his, you could if you want, because we got to rewind the tape. Yeah. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll do mine, say it a little more, you feel me? A little more better. So yeah, I just went in there and did that. But with the cypher shit, like I said, I respect it. Like, you know, they're not trying to like give into it. But at the end of the day, bro, it's rap. And like I said, yeah, I mean, if you from the shit I'm from, maybe you know a little more. But from the outside looking in, it's music. You feel me? So.
Yeah, because it just draws a larger conversation of like what roles the platforms need to go about, right? Where it's just like, okay, is it their job to censor it? I don't know. I personally think just looking at it through the artist lens, I feel like you're kind of watering down what I'm trying to do in a sense. You know what I'm saying? But also, I do see the other side of it where they're trying to
I feel like if you're going to censor something, maybe just censor the cuss words or something. If that's what you care about, because you ain't going to get flagged on YouTube for saying somebody's name. Yeah. So if YouTube ain't going to flag it, why you going to censor it? Yeah. That's how I look at it.
And I seen a lot in the comments, like a lot of the fans
they were mad.
Yeah, they were mad.
So what I did was I recorded it on my microphone in my crib.
Uncensored version?
Uncensored. And so here's the thing. I recorded it a day before just to memorize it so I could play it all day in the AirPods. So I already had it recorded. So I had my director grab the video from YouTube and he put the uncensored version over it. That's how I posted it. That's one of my biggest posts on my whole page. It's like my second biggest post. My first biggest is that vlog.
Oh, word. So you like
so redubbed
it.
Yeah. So if you go to my Instagram, you can see the real verse, the real song. Bro, I had the longest verse. My shit's damn near like a whole mini song. It's like 2 minutes or something.
One take too. You really
one take. Yeah.
Now, yeah, because I'm sure you're there while they're recording it, and these fools are taking hella long.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to everybody that was in my group too. If you look at all the ciphers that day, mine got the most views. Yeah. By like a long shot, by like 100K or something, more than Old Boys and everybody else. Shout out to everybody that was from Northern Cali that did their thing. The other guys, I don't know them, I ain't tripping on them, but everybody from Northern Cali on the cipher. Shout out to all the artists. But my group went the craziest. We had the most views on the whole Thizzler cipher.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Thizzler, by the way. I don't, but
yeah, for sure.
I just wanted to get the backstory on that because I seen a lot of the comments. They were like kind of disappointed or kind of upset.
Yeah, they were mad about that. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, what was your relationship like with Lul TYS?
We never met.
Okay, word.
But we followed each other, and we showed each other support. But I know his homies and shit, and just the homies from SAC that all fucked with him. We just tied in just through, you feel me? Just on some Northern Cali shit, just supported each other. We had talked about music one time. It was like towards the end. It was talking about like a potential project, little mini collab project. And we were both with it. And I don't really normally do shit like that. And I think he doesn't either. So it would have been kind of cool. Like both of us, we don't really do features like that. And then we do. Yeah, I mean, that was like the one time we ever talked about music. But yeah, I just support the homie. His shit slaps.
Yeah, and, he had a lot of motion, man. Like that was a big loss to California, man.
Yeah, he had a lot of motion, bro. If not the most motion, at that exact time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was putting on.
I feel it.
So rest in peace.
Yeah, definitely rest in peace. Where you at creatively right now? Like in terms of like the music videos. Like, are you feeling ready to drop, or are you working on a project?
I'm doing a video in like a few days.
Really?
I got 2 projects coming. I got me and Fangers are doing a me and Fangers album. That's gonna be a smaller one. And then I got the big album. I already got the name and everything. I just don't want to say it yet, just because people be taking ideas and shit, So, but yeah, everything's already in motion. But right now I'm just really just shooting videos. I don't really worry about projects too much, but I do know that I probably do gotta drop them right now. You know what I mean? But I'm just doing the videos, bro. Just the song for song for song.
Yeah, and they're doing mad numbers too, man. I
Appreciate you.
I feel like you're at the highest you've ever been.
100%,
which
bro.
is like
100%.
super sick to see, bro.
Yeah, my numbers like quadrupled or 5 times, and they just haven't lowered ever since the all the viral shit that happened. It never lowered. And normally viral things happen, you go up and then you come back down. My shit, I've been staying up, and I don't know, just as long as it works, I'm gonna keep going. But yeah, dropping on my own channel, you know what I'm saying? I started doing that. I remember I was on Thizzler, I was going up, and then I said I'm gonna try dropping on my own channel, and I dropped on my own channel, and the numbers were like hella low, and I was like, damn, but I got a little clout on Thizzler would have did this. So that's when I learned, damn, even if you got a little juice, when you want to start that channel, it's almost like you got to start from scratch.
And what year was that?
My first video on my channel was 5 years ago,
Okay,
right?
word.
But look, it discouraged me. So I stopped. I dropped 2 videos and then went back to Thizzler. 2 years went by. So when I really started dropping and didn't stop, it's been like 2.5 to 3 years. And then yeah, about 3 years, 3 and some change. So yeah, I should have never stopped that first time. You know, the 5 years ago, I dropped a song called Gang Ties, and then I dropped when I dropped Gang Ties, Worldstar posted it on their Instagram, and that kind of helped. But the next one, Worldstar didn't post, and it didn't do shit.
Yeah.
So that kind of like discouraged me. But then one day I was like, man, if I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do it. And I start seeing there's only a couple people that really got their own channels out of people I know. So I was like, and theirs was kind of doing good. I was like, damn, I don't want to be one of those guys that don't got his own platform. Not if I'm gonna be like popping,
for sure.
You know, because it's like if you're popping and you ain't got your own platform, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's like, damn, bro, why ain't you got that? You know?
And for me too, I always look at it like you having to rely on another platform to really host your shit. Sometimes, like, it's great for the beginnings, you know, to get your feet wet. But I also would recommend artists to start their own platform. Because nowadays the algorithm's a lot different. Small channels are, you know, easier to get popping from 5 years ago.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like it was a lot harder to do 1 million views when In My Hood came out.
Because, bro, YouTube, the whole YouTube algorithm changed, man. It used to be very subscriber based. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's why you would have like a Thizzler or, you know, I don't know, like a No Jumper. They used to do music video drops and stuff like. That was the big selling point. If I'm an artist, I want to get on this platform. But bro, the algorithms have completely changed. Yeah. So, you know, if you're like a small creator now and you're dropping stuff, you want to get into that recommended.
What is it about now? Consistency? Like?
No, I mean, really, so it's like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all these like social media platforms, they want to keep users on there. So their idea is that, like, if we can keep you on the platform for longer, we're just going to keep feeding you stuff we think you'll like, not stuff you're subscribed to or not stuff that you've already watched. You know what I'm saying? So say they've already watched a video of yours on Thizzler, they will recommend a video of yours again, but maybe it's from your channel. You know what I'm saying? Or like maybe another NorCal artist, or, you know, maybe like it's a Thizzler video and you'll be in the recommended or next up on your own platform. So the game's completely changed, bro.
Yeah, like I didn't know that, but that makes sense. And I remember, like, my biggest goal was to get my own YouTube popping. And now, for like half a year straight, my channel, you know how it gives you 28-day analytics? Mine does a little over 1 mil every 28 days.
Let's fucking go, man. You're gonna get the plaque? How many subs you got?
Just like 30.
Just like 30, man? That's tight.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm doing a little over 1 mil on my own channel every 28 days. And that's also what made shit feel more fun to me, bro. Cause you know when you say you don't gotta rely on nobody, you can do shit when you want. It makes it more fun.
For sure.
Because shout out to Thizzler, they always supported me and always fucked with me. But I was like, man, like, you never know. What if the owner of Thizzler changes, or what if the staff changes and anything could happen?
Or the channel gets deleted, bro. I almost got my channel deleted.
It's like, what are you gonna do, right? So I always thought, shit, I don't want to have. I don't want to have to like need somebody. And that's kind of why a lot of my songs are solo songs. I wanted to prove to myself I'll get a song lit and do numbers with me being the only rapper. Like I want to know I can do it. It's for me. I want to know I can do that, right? And then same thing with the YouTube. I want to get my own platform popping, right? Same thing with not paying for promos. I want to know I can just get that organic love, and that's how it happened.
You need to get Juneonnabeat on the. When you drop a project, you need to double back on June, man.
Yeah. It's crazy. We never worked again.
It's crazy.
But he for sure tapped in like 2 times and was like, bro, I ain't know you was coming like that. That was what he said,
And he probably really respected the fact that, you did good business, you took care of shit.
Yeah, and bro, I'm the type, I'm straight to business. If I tap in and I want to pay for anything, in period, not just music, I'm coming money in hand, ready, because I don't like pump fakers, And I know how it is being lazy boy me. Like, people tap in all the time, and 50% of the time, they just want to talk. They're acting like they want to do business, and they'll be like, okay, I just want to know the price. I'm going to tap in next week.
Hell yeah.
And never hear from them again.
Hell yeah, bro.
So whenever somebody taps in with me and they get straight to business and boom, send that cash out, whatever, I get like a respect for them.
For sure.
Like, because that stands out nowadays,
I've gone through the same shit with the music video.
I could imagine.
I could imagine. Let me get a video.
Yeah, that's why I said I already knew you probably dealt with that too. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Well, shit, bro. I really appreciate you just taking the time. I know you don't do a lot of interviews, and I feel like this one was super dope. I'm excited for the movement to keep going, man. And hopefully, if we get some more content in, music videos or something, bro. I'm out here in the Bay, so I'm always here, man.
That's what I was telling you before. If you ever want to do any little vlog or anything, whatever, just hit me. It's good.
Yeah, definitely. You got some good food spots out here?
Yeah.
We might have to go fuck around.
There's a handful, bro. You got little spots on Santana Road, or you want like the little hood spots. You got those too. There's a couple I go to like on a regular. Yeah.
Hey man, well let us know in the comments if you guys are trying to see the food vlog.
Hell yeah, and shout out Clubhouse, shout out to homie Danny. You know what I'm saying?
Big shout out to Clubhouse. If you guys are in San Jose, you guys need a place for media. Check them out. My guy Danny will take care of you guys, man.
Yup.
Real shit. I appreciate you guys setting all this up, man. This has been the Lazy Boy interview. Like, comment, subscribe, and we out.
Yeah.